All right, what's up, everyone? This is a new episode of Sports Harder, the Thanksgiving special episode. I am your host, Maddie Lukewarm Ice, and as always, my co-host for the evening is Chris the Gorilla Binder.
What's up?
Okay, so we have a special Thanksgiving episode planned for everyone. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So we have all the Thanksgiving games that we're going to go over. Going to focus a lot on the NFL and everything that's been going on with that. A lot of news coming out today and here recently. So we're going to cover all of that. But we got to start with Thanksgiving, of course. So number one Thanksgiving food. Like the best thing about Thanksgiving, number one Thanksgiving food.
I don't know. Why you got that? What's that all about?
Come on now. It should be easy. It's like favorite thing. Like just like this is what I look forward to when Thanksgiving rolls around.
Honestly, my brother-in-law's stuffing, but he's not making it this year.
Oh,
But
Saturday
he is smoking a turkey. I think he's smoking two of them, but he does pretty good.
then.
He was a chef. Like,
Hey,
the man can cook. Give him props. Like, make some damn good food.
You should have him watch Bob's Burgers. There's every year is a Thanksgiving special, and Bob is obsessed with Thanksgiving. It's his favorite holiday, and he always makes the turkey like different, like every year. So you should have him look. They have the recipes online, like of what he makes, like on the shows. So you should have him try to do like one of them on there.
Well, he deboned a turkey this year. Completely deboned.
Oh gosh.
So it's all meat, spatchcocks opened up.
Well, that's was the one episode of Bob's Burgers. He spatchcocks it and he like pushes it down with his hand and it goes like that and it gets all in like his wife's face, Linda, and she's like, my face. So yeah, gosh, she stole mine because stuffing is my absolute favorite. Like I could eat it just randomly any day. I love stuffing so much.
My wife made some pretty good rolls. She did like these garlic rosemary rolls. We have them out there. We're ready to go for tomorrow.
Nice.
And then we're making green bean casserole.
Yeah.
I love green bean casserole. As
long
as it's made right.
I'm not as big of a fan of it. I'll eat it, but like I'm not like, oh boy, like, but I'll definitely eat it. Everyone's always obsessed with like pumpkin pie and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of pumpkin pie.
I ain't a white girl. I ain't a basic bitch.
Yeah, you are. Don't lie to yourself.
No. I actually do not like pumpkin. Like I don't like the flavor at all.
Yeah.
Like my wife loves chai teas and so does my daughter. And I'm like, what the hell's a chai tea? And I taste it. All I taste is pumpkin.
All you taste is the pumpkin. I think like I can take like pumpkin spice, like if it's in like a mix or something, but no, I don't like straight up pumpkin pie or pumpkin flavored stuff.
I will say, Zupas. We went to Zupas the other night, and they have a pumpkin chorizo soup, and you don't taste a lot of the pumpkin, but you taste like the chorizo. You taste the peppers. It's actually not bad. But yeah, I don't like pumpkin. I don't like pumpkin anything. Pumpkin pie is so dry. Like I need for one little tiny slice, I need an entire jar of Cool Whip. Cool Whip.
Cool Whip.
Why do you enunciate the H?
Put an extra emphasis on the H. Say cool. Say whip.
Whip.
Say cool whip.
Cool Whip.
Cool whip. Oh my goodness, I love that. All right, well, awesome. They actually didn't have the Family Guy episode for Thanksgiving this past Sunday, which was kind of weird. They had the Bob's Burgers one, which was good. I enjoyed it. A lot of people, me and my wife are a part of like a Bob's Burgers like fan group, and a lot of them don't like the like newer episodes because they're not as like edgier, you know. Because like when they first came out, you know, the episodes they said a lot more edgy things, I guess is the best way to say it. And now they're kind of more, since they're popular now, they're kind of more like PC and kind of just like keeping it cleaner so people don't like them as much. But
they went from Family Guy to King of the Hill, is what they did.
Who Bob's?
Yeah. Family Guy's still edgy. Like Family Guy still says stuff that they should never say. It should never be said in public.
True. But I think Family Guy does it just to do it instead of being like cleverly timed. Like Bob's at least was like, okay, they said it, but it was like set up, instead of Family Guy where randomly out of nowhere they'll just say it and it has nothing to do with anything tied into what they're doing.
Random fact about Family Guy that I found out today. I was today years old when I found this out.
Today years old.
Quagmire,
Yeah.
71 years old.
Why is he 71?
He was born in 1946 or 1949.
How
yeah,
is
it was
that?
1949. There's actually an episode where they're sitting at the Drunken Clam, and they're showing each other's IDs, and they see Quagmire's. He was born in like 1949. They're like, wait, what? It was an episode in 2011 or 2010, something like that.
Damn.
And they're like, he's 61, so now he's like 70, almost 72. Like, what the hell?
That is true.
Well, just makes his perversion that much worse.
Oh gosh, yeah. Like you should be in an old folks home doing that crap.
Well, no, they asked him that. What's funny is they asked him what his secret was, and he said carrots, but not where you think I'd put them.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lordy. Well, to I guess talk about stuff that's going on in the NFL here recently. Like blanking on his first name, but he's a player for the Minnesota Vikings. Is it Emerson Griffin or just
Everson?
Everson Griffin, yeah, was held up in his home, refusing to leave, feeling that someone was trying to kill him, and so he had posted stuff online of him with his guns, saying that someone was trying to kill him and get to him, and so he was refusing to leave his home.
He had a mental breakdown.
Yeah,
like it's sad. My thoughts go out to that man.
Yeah, and he finally, only like a couple hours ago, vacated his home, and he's seeking help, obviously. But like people from the Minnesota Vikings and the police were trying to help, like get him out of the house safely, with him having his weapons and stuff like that.
He did fire a couple rounds into his ceiling, but that was it. He didn't fire at anybody.
Yeah, that's still a scary situation though, and all too common. There's instances with NFL players having these breakdowns or mental breakdowns or whatever you want to call them, and a lot of them involving guns, and then they end up killing themselves, or other people in the process, like family members or something like that. So unfortunately, it's an all too common thing.
Take a lot of hits to the head, man.
Yeah,
that's a lot of what causes it.
Yeah,
say like the same thing happens with fighters too, like boxers and MMA fighters. Like they just take too many hits to the head, and it causes them to have like a psychotic break.
Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those things. Like people always say, how far is it going to go? Like until NFL gets officially shut down and they won't allow it anymore and different things like that. And they had the big lawsuits and cases from all these people that used to play, that they were trying to get money from concussions and different things like that. And then shortly after that is when they started doing concussion protocols and all these other things. But I don't think that's ever going to help prevent something like this, because the human brain is a complex thing, and there's no way that you can make a set plan that's going to guarantee like, okay, well, this will help with concussions, or this will help with not having these mental breakdowns. Like one time of getting a concussion or one time of getting hit the wrong way can make it where you're going down that path. So I don't think I don't know, because the NFL is so obviously powerful, I guess you could say. They have a lot of sway because the owners make so much money and different things like that. So do you feel like it's ever going to get to a point where they'll be like, yeah, the NFL is no longer going to be around because of this?
It'll never get to that point. They'll just find more and more ways to try to combat it and try to make things safe. You know, like they've increased the technology in helmets so much over the past like just 10 years that it's still insane. But I mean, you're still gonna hit the ground. The the thing is, we like sports. Americans like contact sports. You know, when we watch basketball and somebody calls a foul for that, we get pissed. We're like, come on, that's
Yeah.
stupid. Why are you stopping the game for that? Let him play.
Yeah.
You know, it's and then the LeBron James thing that happened when he punched that dude in the face. Like there's two different ways to look at that. Like, did he purposely? Because you see him look over and hit, but was he trying to push the arm away and the arm was gone and he hit him in the face, or was he actually trying to punch him in the face? You know, that's contact. That's something that like I was sitting in a casino watching that game when it happened, and I was like, wait, that just really happened. And everybody's like, yeah, yeah, hit him. And I'm like, dude, basketball's a non-contact sport. At least
Yeah.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, we like contact. We like violence. We do. And I can speak from experience because I've had 12 total concussions in my life. 9 fighting, 3 football. You know, and there's times that I forget things. Like I'll be sitting and like talking about something and completely forget what I'm talking about. There's times that I stutter. And I didn't used to stutter, but I do now because it's affected me over time and everything. But you know, having the concussions and everything, it definitely messes with your brain a little bit. You know, there's times I have a shorter temper. I don't mean to, but like the tiniest little thing pisses me off.
So yeah, I mean, I think you're right in the sense that like it'll probably never go away. Like you said, if anything, is just always going to try to improve in some way. Just because the owners have too much in stake, with it.
Billions,
Yeah,
billions of
yeah,
dollars.
yeah, exactly.
And the cities too. The cities that they
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, I mean, freaking the amount of money that they have, like you said, is in the billions. Because point proven, the owner of the Rams, he recently just paid St. Louis like $783 million. He paid them that because of
Was
them
it that
leaving.
much?
Yeah,
I thought it was like 780,000.
no, it was million
Damn.
for leaving.
Damn.
Yeah, for leaving St. Louis. So
So whatever happened with that? I know that he was trying to get the NFL, the other owners to pitch in to help. I don't know if they did or not.
I'm not sure. I
Because
didn't.
he was threatening to sue the NFL if they didn't.
Yeah, I didn't look too much into it other than he paid it. Like he was gonna pay it. Like
I
he
know they
lost.
settled, yeah.
Well, settled, yeah. Settle, I always feel like is a loss. Like
Oh, it
you're
is.
you lost. Like you're settling here. You're giving in. So, but the one thing before we move on to LeBron James's incident, that uh, I don't know. I guess it bothers me, but maybe it shouldn't. But I was reading online, and like the Vikings had posted like text messages between them and Emerson Griffin, or yeah, if I said that right, or
Everson. Like
Everson,
Ever.
yeah, Everson Griffin. And it was like messages where he was like, "Hey, someone's trying to kill me, help me," and then someone from the Vikings was just like, "Hey, how can we help you? What's going on?" And like I felt like, why are you posting those? Like, you don't need to post that to show PR. Like, hey, we're trying to help. Like, we cared about him. Like, type of thing. Like, so it kind of bothered me in a way that they were posting that online to almost in a way be like, see, we care about our players. Like, we were reaching out. We were trying to help, and he reached out to us. So, I don't know. That kind of just bugged me a little bit. So
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit. Like he's reaching out to you, not just as a player, but as a man. Like he needs some help, and you're gonna just blast him on social
Well, I
media.
don't think they were blasting him. That's what I'm saying. They were just kind of posting it as a thing of like, hey, we were trying to help type of thing.
But at the same time, it is blasting him. Like it's, hey,
Yeah.
this guy's got a mental health problem. Like,
yeah,
just help him. Like you don't have to show your colors. Like it's like those guys that go record when they're giving food to the homeless. Like shut the hell up and just do it.
yeah.
Don't record it. Like you just want the publicity for it. Like shut
The
up.
PR, yeah. So moving on to LeBron James, since you brought it up. So LeBron James was suspended 1 game for an elbow to the face.
Fist. It was a fist to the face.
Oh.
If you watch it, he like comes back, his elbow does this, and then his fist like he looks over and hits. Like I watched the replay. He legit did it. Yeah. I mean, but was he trying to like get the arm out of the way?
Yeah.
Because like half a second before that, Isaiah's arm was like right here.
Yeah.
But then his arm pulled back right as LeBron did that. But it straight split his damn eye open.
Oh yeah, there was like blood everywhere, and Isaiah Stewart, right, is his name, was trying to then attack LeBron like hardcore.
Oh, he wanted to fight him.
Yeah. And there's like all these people trying to hold him back, and he was like spearing freaking like whoever security or coaches or on his team or whatever. And then they like drug him literally out the tunnel, and then he got away from them and ran through the tunnel, and they were like, oh, he's trying to get to the other side of the tunnel because it like goes around apparently.
Yep.
So they were like, oh, someone's got to like stop him and like warn him. And he got a 2-game suspension for everything that happened afterwards. LeBron James was quoted as saying that the 1-game suspension he received was BS, which I don't think it was.
Dude, you punched a dude in the face in a basketball game.
Not only just punched him, but like cut him open like bad. Like I've never seen.
His eye. It was his eyebrow, but it was like pouring down his face.
I've never seen it like in a basketball game like that before, except maybe like the 80s when they were like all about that crap. Like,
yeah, I'm sorry. I side with Isaiah on that play. I do. Like, I'm sorry. Some dude punches me in the face. I'm going after him. Like, I don't give a shit who's in my way. Like, I am going after that dude. And the funny thing is like when it first happened, him and LeBron were like yelling at each other, and you see LeBron like trying to say I'm sorry, and like that's what it looked like, but we don't know what was actually said. And then he tries to go after LeBron, and then LeBron disappears.
Oh yeah.
And it was like DeAndre Jordan, Westbrook, and like a couple other guys like trying to like.
LeBron went and sat on the bench, man. He just like got the hell out of the way.
I think he was afraid of getting his ass beat. Like I really think he was, because you see DeAndre Jordan just standing there all flexed, and then Russell Westbrook comes over and starts yelling, and then he gets held back, and Westbrook got fined, didn't he?
I didn't see.
Or no, he got a tech. He just got a technical in the game.
Yeah. But I mean, when these two teams play each other again,
it's just gonna go down.
Yeah, like he's gonna try to retaliate in a like sly way.
Oh no, he's gonna straight punch LeBron in the face. Like I see it coming. Like if they play again, like he's gonna like they're gonna be on the foul line. He's gonna look at LeBron and
go, just what's my hands left?
Be like, all right, I'll take my other fucking suspension.
He just walks away, just like, all right, I got my revenge. I'm good. Oh, I'm tech out. Okay, cool. Like,
I just think it'll be funny because you'll see him hit LeBron, and LeBron will go lights out. LeBron's not as tough as people think he is. He's just big.
Yeah, that is true. So yeah. Basketball, just to talk about that a little bit. The other day, I was looking at the standings, and on Facebook, it was telling me too that the Bulls were in first place in the East, and obviously, they're probably not anymore by this point. But it was one of those things where I was just like, yeah, even for a day, Bulls first place.
Like third place.
Now we're in third place.
The Nets and the Heat are above them.
But
they're tied with the Net. They're tied with the Heat.
Yeah, so the Nets are up by 2 games on them. So we were in first place for like a hot minute, and it was just like, wow, that's kind of cool.
The big surprise, really, to me, is like the Sixers being in 8th. Like last year, they were in first place.
Yeah,
in the East.
Yeah, I mean, all the Simmons thing, and they still haven't resolved that, which is very odd. Like, they've had all this time, and it's still not resolved yet. Warriors are still killing it. The
Suns are on a 14 game win streak.
I saw that.
14 games. Like That's awesome to see. Like, I like seeing the Phoenix Suns actually do something, even though I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
My team is down at 12th place, so I don't give a shit. What's funny is the Lakers are at 500 at 10-10.
Nice.
They were supposed to be like the penultimate team.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
supposed to be them and the Nets.
Yeah.
Because they have, like, the Lakers have what, 7 future Hall of Famers on their team?
Yeah, they have a lot of all-stars, like, or ones that have been at least all-stars.
Well, because they have Rajon Rondo, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, DeAndre Jordan, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard. Yeah, that's 7 guys that are all like, you look at them and they're like, yeah, they could all make the Hall of Fame.
Maybe not Dwight Howard, but yeah.
Yeah, no, Dwight Howard will make the Hall of Fame, dude. He's had a rough few years, but if you look at like the beginning of his career with the Magic, he was a beast.
Yeah. They were doing the top 10 like MVP candidates as of right now, and it made me happy to see DeRozan in there.
Hell yeah!
They had him at like 5, I think.
I'm rooting for DeRozan. That guy's he's underappreciated.
Yeah. He's definitely found his niche with the Bulls. I remember number 1 right now is Steph Curry. So with the Warriors doing so well. So he's in the MVP race again after taking a lull for a couple of years. Obviously, with records like 16-2, it's a very short season so far. So, like I said, Bulls were in first place for a hot minute, and then 2 games later, they're in third. So it can always change at any point in time going throughout the season until they get more games in, obviously, and then it's kind of more set in stone.
But the Warriors have only lost 1 game in regulation. They lost 1 in overtime and 1 in regulation. That's it.
Yeah. So I mean, they're doing good right now. And then obviously the Suns on their hot streak. So it'll be a fun season this year. I like seeing some of the no-name teams like my Bulls up there. The Suns have only started coming up since last year, so that's good to see. The Jazz,
the Grizzlies.
Yeah, the Grizzlies. So it'll be fun this year. Let's get into NFL stuff. I don't think there's any major news for NFL.
Outside of the Everson Griffin thing.
Yeah, aside of that. So let's get into our top 5, bottom 5 then for that. That way we can get things wrapped up and enjoy our Thanksgiving for tomorrow and for everybody else. So I always like to look at the standings, but I don't know if you're able to bring it up or not. Let's see. I think I did my bottom 5 last week, so you can start off with your bottom 5 this time.
NFL standings. So let's see. Shitty teams.
let's look at all the bottom teams. Wait! Before you do that, this reminds me with you saying this, or with us getting into NFL stuff. So have you heard about the Matt Nagy thing that's going on right now? Okay, so this is hilarious. So fans at the Chicago Bears game, this past Chicago Bears game, was chanting "Fire Nagy" at the Chicago Bears game.
That's their last one. Coach.
I mean, he did good the year that the double doink happened. If the double doink didn't happen, like, they have a good shot of going even further. So he did great as a head coach with them at first.
No,
but now it's going downhill.
He's stupid. Like, dude, you have Mitch Trubisky, who's actually doing good. Like, takes him to the playoffs. He actually wins games.
Yeah.
And then you bring in Nick Foles. And then you bring in Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
And then you draft Justin Fields. And then you get rid of Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah.
Like, why would you get rid of a winning quarterback? Like, Mitch Trubisky is no Patrick Mahomes.
Well, no, yeah.
And he was taken before Patrick Mahomes. He's no Patrick Mahomes. I'll say that flat out. But I think if you switch places and put Patrick Mahomes on the Bears and Mitch Trubisky on the Chiefs,
can be a different story, yeah.
Yeah, Mitch Trubisky does the same damn thing that Patrick Mahomes did. He's not as talented.
Yeah.
But he was a good quarterback. Yeah. He's not elite like Pat Mahomes is.
Yeah.
But I don't think Pat Mahomes would be elite if he was drafted to the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good possibility. But they're chanting "Fire Nagy." Since then, every Chicago Bulls game in Chicago the fans at the Bulls game are chanting "Fire Nagy"
During the basketball game?
during the basketball games.
That's amazing.
No, it gets better. So AEW, which is wrestling, they're competing with WWE to be the top wrestling business right now. AEW was in Chicago tonight. The fans were chanting "Fire Nagy" at the wrestling event.
That's amazing.
Every single event that they're doing in Chicago, they're chanting "Fire Nagy."
Are they doing it at the Blackhawks games too? Because I mean, they probably want to fire the Blackhawks coach too. Because they're terrible.
So I just wanted to point that out real quick. It made me think of that when you were like, "Oh, crappy teams," and I was like, "Oh, that's right. The Bears fans are chanting "Fire Nagy" at every single sporting event, even wrestling."
That is amazing. Oh my God, that's amazing.
I have a feeling he'll be out soon because owners listen to that crap when that happens. So owners do that. I don't know why, but they do. Like when they start chanting to put like the rookie quarterback in, all of a sudden the following week the rookie quarterback's in. Like fans have a lot of control.
Yeah. All right, so start with my bottom five. Worst team in the NFL still today. The Detroit Lions. They golfed it up, and now they even benched Goff.
No, they did?
Yes, they benched Goff.
Oh no. They're going all in for the number 1 pick now.
I guess so. They want a quarterback that's non-existent this year.
I was gonna say they don't have a top quarterback in the draft right now.
No, there's some okay quarterbacks in the draft, but there's nobody that's really standing out.
So they'll just randomly take one just to have one, basically.
I think so. Number 2 or 4, however you want to look at it. I'm gonna put the Jaguars. And then number 3, the Jets. Number 2, I have to move the Texans up to number 2. They were number 4 last week, but I have to move them up because they beat the Titans.
Oh my goodness!
And
who would have thought?
They intercepted Ryan Tannehill 4 times.
4 times, yeah.
Like that's insane. They actually showed up to a damn game. And then number 5, I'm putting the Chicago Bears.
Now that Fire Nagy is a thing.
Fire Nagy.
Hashtag Fire Nagy. Poor Bears. Yeah, I basically agree with that order, except you always do that with your last one, like your number 5 one, or I guess last one or whatever. You always put some random ass team in there.
Well, because it's bounced around as who really is the 5th worst team.
I don't know. I'm gonna put the Giants. I agree all the way up.
The Chiefs in there one time.
Yes, you did.
and they went on a win streak.
Now they're first in the division.
They went on a freaking win streak, a 4-game win streak. Like screw the Chiefs. Assholes.
Asshole. So yeah, I agree with all of those. Just the last one, I would put the Giants.
Really?
Yeah.
The Giants have the same record as the Bears.
Do they?
Yeah, they're 3-7. And well, I mean, both the Giants and the Bears did beat the Raiders.
Oh, sad day. Sad realization right there. All of a sudden, it's like, oh damn.
Right.
So yeah, that would be my bottom 5. So top 5 now. Man, oh man. And this one again, like, jumping around again after this past week, man. Like I had the Titans as my number 2, and they freaking lose to the Texans.
So you had as the 2nd worst team.
Exactly. Like, oh my gosh. Like that.
This season has been weird.
It has been weird. Yeah, it's been really weird.
Like if you look at it, like everybody in the league except for the Cardinals has 3 losses at least.
Yeah.
Like most teams are in like 4th place in their division, but they're like 1 or 2 games out.
Yeah, of being able to win the division. Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the Bucks at my number 5. They did have that weird loss to the Washington football team, but sometimes you have weird losses, and the Bucks, it's kind of, that was their MO last year, was losing to weird games, but then they go on and win the Super Bowl. So number 5, I'm putting the Buccaneers. Number 4, I'm gonna put the Chiefs. What the hell? Number 4, the Chiefs, because like you said, they're on that win streak. They're turning things around very, very quickly. They finally got their heads out of their butts, so they're starting to look really good. Um,
I just like doing that.
oh, okay, all
It
right.
reminds me of Peter Griffin every time they say Meg.
Oh yeah, Meg, Meg. um, let's see. Gosh, number 3 is hard for me. Gosh, because like the Bills is starting to go down. The Patriots are first in their division now.
Yeah.
Freaking the Titans, they lose to the freaking Texans. I don't want to put like all NFC teams in there.
You got an AFC
I got
team.
I got the Chiefs. But I feel like there should be some more love for the AFC other than just the Chiefs. Golly Ned. This is a tough one for me. So I don't know if I would put the Patriots in there, really. And Cowboys, they just lost to the Chiefs.
So you can't put them above the Chiefs.
Right?
They got held to 3. No, they did. They got a field goal and 1 touchdown, and they missed the extra one.
Yeah. And they're supposed to be this great offense, and it's their defense that's supposed to be, not as good. Which, I mean, their defense didn't really show up in that game either.
They lost. Amari Cooper wasn't in, and then they lost CeeDee Lamb to a concussion in like the second quarter.
Yeah.
So they lost their top 2 receivers. And honestly, I won't put it on Dak Prescott because I watched that game. Okay, Dak Prescott was hitting like his receivers in the freaking numbers, dude, like in their hands, and they were dropping passes. Like there was like 3 passes where number 1, I don't know his damn name, but that's his number. He's like some new kid. I don't even know who he is. Like he fast, crazy fast, and he burned Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah.
Like straight up burned Tyrann Mathieu.
Yeah.
Wide open, pass right in his hands, and he drops it.
Oh god.
And it was a touchdown. Like clearly, like he had nobody in front of him, just drops it, and he did that twice.
Oh gosh. So what happens? You get thrown in there, I guess, and you got the the jitters. Not used to starting. Man, oh man. This is maybe okay. I'm gonna switch and like bump the Bucks and the Chiefs up 1, and at number 5, I'll just put I'll put the Ravens. Put the Ravens at 5, then the Bucks at 4, Chiefs at 3, Packers at 2, and Cardinals at 1. So Cardinals got the best record, so gotta give it to them.
And they're winning with Colt McCoy.
Yeah, they're winning with Colt McCoy. So and no DeAndre. He hasn't been playing.
Christian
for a
Kirk
while
has
now.
stepped up though.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk's looking good.
Yeah. So
And AJ Green. Dude, AJ Green looks young again. It was fun watching him this Sunday.
because the Ravens won without Lamar. So
Yeah, they won with Tyler Huntley.
yeah.
Freaking University of Utah, undrafted free agent. He's a UDFA, man. And he freaking came in and tore it up.
Well, didn't tear it up. They barely won.
No, he rushed for like 90 yards, threw for like 190. Like he did well. Their defense kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
The rest of the team kind of fell apart. But
yeah.
I mean, they were without Lamar and Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
They didn't have Hollywood Brown.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I'm going to throw Sammy Watkins, who's just old and lost his step. Sucks to say that because he's really not that old. I think Sammy Watkins is only like 29 or 30.
I don't even think he's that old.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so my top 5. Number 5. Number 5. I'm going to put the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Because they're on that win streak. Granted, their games haven't been pretty, but they're still winning.
Yeah, still getting it done. W's a W.
Whether it's 1 point, 10 points, but they're not scoring like they used to last year.
No.
Like they're scoring like, I think they're at like 19 points a game or 20 points a game.
Yeah.
I don't know. Scores are weird this year. So yeah, I'll put the Chiefs at number 5. I will put. Let's put the Bucks at number 4. Then the AFC is just not impressive this year.
No, they're not really.
So, yeah, Chiefs are the only AFC that I'm putting in, which is weird because the Titans and the Ravens both have better records, but I don't think either of them could beat the Chiefs right now. So,
yeah.
like they're really close to the top 5, but losing to the Texans and then I don't know. The Ravens aren't super impressive.
Yeah, I mean, they beat the Chiefs the first time when they played each other,
Yeah.
but if they played again now, I think
The Chiefs would beat the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Like if it was playoff time, Chiefs would win it hands down.
Yeah.
To be done. So number 3, I'm gonna put the Rams because that defense is still scary. That defense is still scary. They've had a couple tough games.
Yeah.
Like,
they have another tough game coming up.
They do have another tough game, but their defense is still stout. They've just had a couple off weeks. It happens. It happens to everybody.
Hopefully the bye week did them some good.
At least they didn't lose to the Lions or tie the Lions. I think the Steelers should not even be allowed in the playoffs this year because they tied the Lions. I don't care what their record is. You tied the Lions.
Yeah.
You should not be allowed in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Hands down, just done.
Yeah.
Number 2, I have the same one, Packers, and then number 1, of course, the Cardinals. Cardinals are still scary, even with Colt McCoy and without DeAndre Hopkins. Like they're still a tough team.
Oh yeah, definitely. One team I'll say that's sneaky right now, watch out for, and could be like coming up on the up and up, the Colts.
Yes.
The Colts are they're getting momentum, man. They're looking good. I mean, freaking Jonathan Taylor, man, 5 touchdowns this past weekend.
Yeah.
5.
And
that's crazy.
they played the Bills, right?
The Bills, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop them.
The Bills are considered like the top defense in the league.
Yeah.
They were widely favored to be the top defense in the league. And dude, Jonathan Taylor went off. He had 3 rushing touchdowns and 2 receiving touchdowns.
No, 4 rushing.
Oh, was it 4
receiving.
rushing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 3 and 2. But I mean, he had 180 yards running on the ground. And I mean, he looked like a bulldozer. He just ran people over. He leveled Micah Hyde. That was hilarious to watch.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen, I'm a big fan of this, and I guess that's why I'm promoting it. But HBO Max, Hard Knocks in season for the Indianapolis Colts, and they had their first episode last week. Their second episode is tonight. That whole episode was just praising Jonathan Taylor. And all the coaches, like in their meetings, were like saying like how transcendent he's going to be, and but they said he's underrated. No one really talks about him that much, But I think they're going to start now, with everything.
It's because they drafted Naheem Hines, and they thought he was going to be transcendent, and then Jonathan Taylor kind of just showed up. Like I think Jonathan Taylor was like a 5th or a 6th round pick.
Yeah,
like he was a really late pick. And Naheem Hines was a 2nd round pick. So they're like, oh, Naheem Hines is going to be the new part of the backfield. And then he hasn't really done much. When he got drafted, I was praising him. I'm like, that's a great pick. He's going to be good. And then Jonathan Taylor just kind of overshadowed Naheem Hines and was like, this is my team. I'm going to put this on my back.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz gets hurt. You still got me.
Yeah, exactly.
Just give me the ball.
And Wentz is getting in momentum now. With
he's not injured. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, and the defense is stepping up, obviously, playing against the Bills and shutting them down. So everything's starting to come into place for them. Rough start for the Colts at the beginning, but like I said, look out for them. They could be coming into my top 5.
They're above 500 now.
Yeah, they're 6-5. Yeah.
Yep.
So watch out for them. Tennessee, or is it Tennessee, right? That's in their division.
Yeah, Tennessee's only 2 games up on them right now.
Yeah, so Tennessee's gotta watch out.
Colts are on a 3-game win streak.
Yeah.
They were 3-5. Wow.
Yep. So gotta watch out for them. The funny part is with the HBO Hard Knocks, their very first episode skipped the first 5 weeks. Like they showed like the losses, all the losses that they had, but they didn't show them like in detail. Like literally, they just showed like who they played and the score, and that it was a loss. And then they moved on to the okay, now week 2, and then they showed the team that they played and the loss. So it was funny that they just skipped over the first 5 weeks.
Weren't they 0-3 to start?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were
So-
0-3.
So it was kind of funny that they skipped over all of that and went straight into week 5. I was like, man, I'm excited to watch like the Rams game and different things like that. But nah, they just breezed right over it like it was nothing. All right. Well, let's get into our picks of the week. Obviously, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So we are doing a special Thursday Thanksgiving edition, which we're gonna have some special picks where
Hold on.
yeah,
This isn't something that I looked up because the Colts were 0-3, right?
yeah.
Since the league went to a 32-team format in 2002, 86 teams have started 0-3. Just one of those teams, the 2018 Texans, made the playoffs.
Oh wow. So it's hard to do basically.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
it just doesn't happen.
Just doesn't happen. It looks like the Colts might make it happen. Frank Wright, man, was with the Eagles when turned them around. So
There was actually another rumor that's going around with the NFL. It's discussions to expand it to a 40-team league.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
And if that happens, Salt Lake is actually going to make a bid for a football team. Governor Cox actually said it.
wow, there you go.
It's a rumor right now.
Yeah.
It's like minor discussions, and if it does happen, it's going to be years down the road. Like it's
Yeah.
going to be a few years at least before it can ever happen.
Yeah. I know part of when we talked about the St. Louis getting the money from the LA Rams owner, part of that article basically said that the St. Louis Rams weren't allowed to make a team. So I think that might have been with that. So if they're talking about expanding the teams, they're not letting St. Louis make a team again. So
That'd be bad for
part-
that city.
part of the settlement was you get this money, but you don't get to make a team
That
in the future.
sucks.
So
That sucks. Because St. Louis was a good city for a team.
it was, yeah. I was a fan when they were there, obviously. So
Well, I mean, who couldn't be? Kurt Warner, dude.
yeah.
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah.
Like him and Marshall Falk and Isaac Bruce. That was
Oh,
fun to watch.
By the way, side note, the story of Kurt Warner's life is a movie. And it's coming out on Christmas.
Yep.
So
Zachary Levi is playing him.
yep, and
love Zachary
they got
Levi.
some pretty big names in there. Dennis Quaid as
Anna Paquin.
Dick Vermeil. So it's gonna be cool. And I've heard his story a billion times. Obviously, being a fan, but it'd be cool to watch the movie. So it's not like obviously like a big push. Like you don't see trailers on TV for it or anything.
I've
But
seen trailers.
on TV, I've seen it on Facebook. That's about
Yeah,
it.
Facebook. I think it's called like Underdog. No, it's not Underdog. What is it called?
I can't remember.
But
Um,
it's the Kurt Warner story.
It's the Kurt Warner story, so it's gonna be cool. I'm excited to watch that. Mel had to suffer through and watch it with me.
I'll watch it with you, dude. I'm excited for it. My wife's excited for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Looking up the name of it.
Yeah, I think it's like Underdog or something. Yeah, American Underdog.
There you go. Awesome. So yeah, check that movie out. I think it'll be good. It looks good. But like I said, we have our special picks of the week. So as always, we do our intro that we like to do. Picks of the week. Picks of the week. Picks. So
That was a terrible growl. I'm sorry. I sucked at that one. Normally I'm better. That was horrible.
I know, step it up, man. But so for tomorrow's games, we're gonna do a special pick called the Gobbler Pick, and if you use your Gobbler Pick, you can get 2 points instead of just 1 point for your pick, and you can just use it for one game.
That sucks. One game?
Yeah, you can only use the Gobbler Pick for one game. So out of the 3, you get to pick one, and the Gobbler Pick is like the team you think is going to win. It doesn't matter the record. Doesn't matter anything. You just think they're going to win. That's it.
My problem is I think the 3 games are going to be snooze fests, man.
Potentially,
We started out in the morning game with the freaking Bears and the Lions. 2 of the bottom 3 teams.
In Detroit, too. So.
In Detroit. Like, oh, we didn't go over the records.
No, that's what I was going to have you do. I was going to have you look it up on your phone.
Oh.
So.
Give me a second. Let me pull the picture out.
Did I send you one with the new scores? Or no?
Partially. I don't think you sent me the last.
Because I could look it up real quick on my phone.
I've got it. So, yeah, because I took the Chargers and you took the Steelers. So, you were at 105 and 57, 105.5 and 57. I was at 107.5 and 56. So you were at 115.5 wins. I am at 118.5. So I'm up by 3.
Up by 3. All right.
I was up by 2 until the Chargers game.
Hopefully, yeah, I know
That was a good game though. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, it made me sad. I was just like, damn it, like they would come back and then they lost it and then come back. And I was like, ah. So it made me sad. I could have only been down by
1,
yeah. But now I'm down by 3, unfortunately. So, all right. So, since I am down, I get to pick first for this amazing matchup. It's a kind of a hard pick, to be honest, because like you said, they're both like in the bottom. Andy Dalton's going to be starting for the Bears. They've already announced that.
well, didn't Justin Fields have like a punctured spleen or something?
Yeah, he had something.
Because he broke a rib. And
Yeah.
I think it punctured his spleen.
Yeah. So, and Justin Fields starting to look pretty good here lately. Yeah, they're still like losing their games, but he's been playing a lot better. So it's kind of sad that he got injured. But I have absolutely no faith in the Lions whatsoever. So I'm going with the Bears and Andy Dalton over whoever is going to start for the Lions, because it sounds like from what you said, it won't be Goff. So
Yeah, Goff was benched. I don't remember the guy that's actually starting. But yeah, if I pick the Lions, dude, I'm stupid. But what if I don't pick the Lions and they win?
Yeah.
Like,
Right. They get their first win. They
I
get their
could
first
see it
official
against
win.
the Bears. I could
Yeah.
see them winning against the Bears.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm 3 points up on you. I'm going to go ahead and take the Lions.
Oh no!
I'm going to do it.
Oh no! Going for the first win of the season.
I'm probably going to regret that one. But wouldn't it be awesome if I got it?
No, it wouldn't. Because then I'd be behind even more. So no, it would not be good.
Then you can LeBron James me.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
All right, next up, we got the afternoon game. Excuse me. The Las Vegas Raiders, who are on a 3-game skid against the Dallas Cowboys, which they did announce. This was actually something I want to bring up when we were talking about concussions and everything. CeeDee Lamb smacked his head pretty damn hard on that interception.
Okay.
Like he went up for a
I didn't
pass.
see it.
Oh, it was bad. Like he went up for a pass, and I think it was it Tyrann Mathieu? Might have been Juan Thornhill. I don't know. One of the corners for the Chiefs. It was in the end zone. Went up in front of CeeDee Lamb, intercepted it, and then they landed, and CeeDee Lamb's head slammed into the ground and then bounced 3 more
Like went
times.
back, yeah.
Oh, he hit hard. He was out of the game. They put him in concussion protocol. They cleared him.
He's gonna play tomorrow.
He's going to play tomorrow. Like 3 days.
Yeah, that's what they did with Patrick Mahomes for that playoff game. Remember?
Yeah, like I don't think CeeDee Lamb's going to be good to go in that game. I don't.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
and they already announced Amari Cooper's out.
Oh, okay. Well, this is where they need to tighten up, man.
Yeah.
With the protocol, like
Give the dude a week off. Like he smacked his head hard as hell.
I know you need to win games, but
Like when
It's
he
not that
got
important.
up, he walked to the Chiefs sideline.
yeah, because he had no idea where he was at.
Yeah. he looked confused as hell. He took his helmet off, looked around, and then went, "Oh," and started walking to the Cowboys. And they came out. Medical staff brought him into the blue tent. They ended up taking him back into the locker room.
Yeah.
And they ruled him out like immediately.
Yeah.
Like, he had a concussion. Why is he starting 3 days later?
Yeah, that's dumb.
Like, that does not make sense.
That's dumb.
So, my pick. With that being said, Derek Carr has looked like shit turning the ball over, but it's really not 100% his fault. Like, the offensive line is garbage this year. Like, he has no time to throw the ball at all. He's not getting help from Josh Jacobs. You know, it was funny. He called a blitz, like you watched it. He called a blitz on one of his sacks. And he was like, "Hey, blitz this way." And he pointed right at the linebacker. And Josh Jacobs was on the side of the linebacker, decided to cut over and help Colton Miller instead of blocking the linebacker. The linebacker got to Derek Carr immediately.
Yeah.
Like, it was stupid to watch. But Josh Jacobs isn't on his game. The team is falling apart. The defense is good. And I think the defense is going to get after Dak pretty good. I think they're going to sack him probably 2 or 3 times. Max Crosby's a beast. Yannick Ngakoue's a beast. And the Cowboys' offensive line is missing both of their tackles. Both of their starting tackles are out. This is hard because I want to root for my team, but I don't know if they can beat the Cowboys. They haven't beat the Cowboys in Dallas since 1998.
Oh gosh, man, long time.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to be smart on this because I want my picks. Taking the Cowboys.
Oh,
and that hurts me.
Oh,
that really hurts me.
Oh, that hurts me. Like, oh man.
I have to be smart and take the team.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, this is gonna be my gobbler pick. And I'm gonna go with the Cowboys on this one. Sorry, I agree with you. I want to get an extra point. I was hoping you were gonna pick your Raiders so I could get 2 extra points, but you know.
Yeah, it hurts my heart to pick against them. It really does. But I'm going for a pop, like and a slap.
So you think?
Oh, I'm winning this. I'm winning this. I mean, I think the worst you're going to get is the whole the WWE slap.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Thursday night game. We've got the falling down Buffalo Bills versus the Trevor Siemian-led New Orleans Saints.
Well, I was going to ask you if you had heard anything. I feel like Taysom Hill.
He just got a freaking contract.
Well, that's why I was wondering to play quarterback.
Yeah, they gave him $100 million extension.
Yeah.
To play quarterback.
So
he might, and he's cleared, so he's good to play.
So that's what I'm saying. So I wonder
if they're going to play Taysom Hill.
Put him in, yeah.
They might.
So, because obviously the Saints, they've lost 2 games in a row now, 3,
something like that.
So, my pick, obviously, this is gonna have to be your gobbler pick, depending on which team you pick, obviously.
Yep.
Gosh, is it playing in Buffalo or at the Saints?
New Orleans.
Playing in New
In
Orleans.
the Dome.
Gosh, that's a hard place to play in. Saints always do pretty well when they play there. Gosh. The Bills are so up and down, like they just got destroyed by the Colts. But the Saints, like, if I knew Taysom Hill was starting, I'd probably say like him. I'd say the Saints, but
oh, and Alvin Kamara's out as well.
Is he?
Yes.
He's not playing.
Mark Ingram is starting.
Damn. Well, I mean, Mark Ingram is good too, and now that he's on the Saints,
he's back home.
Yeah, exactly. It's a hard one for me. I'm gonna go with the Saints. I'll go with the Saints playing at home.
And I'm going gobbler pick.
Gobbler.
on the Bills.
On the Bills. He did that on purpose. He wants to get more points.
No, Josh Allen has a shitty game
Yeah.
and then blows up. And then has a shitty game and then blows up. He had a shitty game last week on Sunday.
Yeah.
So he's going to blow up tomorrow. All right. Up next, we get into the Sunday games.
Sunday.
First game we got up.
Oh, hang on 1 second.
Oh, we got a reboot.
Boom, reboot.
I hate that we record together and it's an hour limit.
Well, no, you can go as long as you want when you record together.
No, we record like this.
Oh yeah,
Where we're both in the same house. It's it's an hour limit.
Yeah.
That's just dumb. Anchor fix that. We want to record longer. All right. Oh hey, it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Anyway, Sunday games. Bengals, Steelers. It's NFC East, AFC East.
AFC.
No, AFC South.
South.
I don't know what the heck. Maybe it's the AFC North. AFC North. Yeah.
Divisional matchup.
Divisional matchup.
So.
And I picked
You
first.
picked first, yeah, because you picked last for the Thanksgiving.
Dude, the Steelers look good against the Chargers. Joe Mixon looked good against the Raiders, but the Raiders suck against the run. You know, that's where they've been hurting. I think this is going to be a pretty easy pick. I really do. I think it's going to be the Steelers.
Oh, wow.
Even though they have Joe Hayden, TJ Watt out.
They're still out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go against you and go with the Bengals on this one. I think the Bengals are a better team.
Here's a really scintillating game. The Panthers and the Dolphins.
Cam Newton actually looked good for the Panthers in his comeback. They just lost the game, but he played good. So I'm actually going to go with the Panthers on this one. Him and McCaffrey were hooking up. He had a pass to him for a touchdown. He was running the ball good still. So, yeah, I'm going with the Panthers. They just, I think, couldn't get it done against the Washington football team because he was playing against his old coach. So, kind of had some plays drawn up to stop him.
Let's have to check.
For the records.
No. Yeah, the Dolphins barely snuck by the Jets. Barely.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was looking at. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going with you with the Panthers. The Dolphins suck. All right. Now we got the New York Football Giants.
New York Football Giants.
That's what
Okay.
they're called.
Okay.
Didn't you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, it's the New York Football Giants.
Okay.
It's because the San Francisco Giants baseball team used to be in New York. So it was the New York Baseball Giants.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just
So
making
you know
shit up.
So you know the difference.
I'm just making shit up. And then they're against the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm gonna put this one in as my lock.
Ooh.
Cha-ching! You didn't bring that.
Nah, I didn't want to bring it with me.
That's lame. I'm
Carrying
gonna
it
take the
around with
Eagles
me.
on my lock.
Oh, nice. I like that. I'm going with the Eagles as well. Yeah, they've been looking good. They've been.
Jalen Hurts looks like a beast. Devontae
Yeah.
Smith looks like he's stepping up. Could get close to Rookie of the Year. I don't think he's Jamar Chase level yet. But yeah, he's looking good though. He's looking real good. He's making some difficult catches. Up next, we have I think they're on a win streak. A really good one. Yeah, the best win streak in the NFL right now. 5-game win streak. We're looking at the New England Patriots with Mac Jones actually looking good
Yeah.
against the Tennessee Titans, who just lost to the Texans.
Yeah. I'm gonna put this as my upset. Upset alert! Upset alert! Patriots! I can't believe I'm saying that, but Patriots defense is looking good, man. They got him. They got him locked in right now. And Mac Jones, he's not blowing it up, but he's doing what's needed.
Yeah.
And that's the Patriot way. you just do what's needed. Like you don't have to be like a superstar like Patrick Mahomes, throwing the ball, slinging the ball all over the place. He's doing what is needed and he's being efficient. So that's the Patriot way.
Yep. Nelson Aguilar still looks good this year. Like it's making it look like last year with Derek Carr wasn't a fluke. He's actually looking good. I'm gonna go with you. I'm going with the Patriots. That was gonna be my upset, but you stole it. All right. Up next, we have another really scintillating game of the Falcons and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Goodness. There's another scintillating matchup later too that we have to get to.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. Just looking back at the schedule.
Jaguars lost to the 49ers.
Yeah.
And
the 49ers also beat the Rams.
Yeah.
Where are the Falcons anyway? Are they actually doing it right? Oh no, they're 4-6. They suck. I'm gonna put this as my upset. Take the Jaguars over the Falcons.
Oh my goodness. I'm sad.
I'm gonna take the Jaguars over the Falcons.
Oh my gosh. That is a reach, good sir.
There's 2 games different. That's it.
Still, like, man.
I think Trevor Lawrence has a big breakout game.
Oh.
Throws for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, rushes for 1.
Damn. I'm going to go with Falcons. I'll go against you. You try to help myself catch up a little bit.
All right. Here's a really tough game. Here's a tough
game. Oh, okay.
We got the Tampa Bay Bucks in both of our top 5s.
That is true.
Against the up-and-coming Colts.
Ooh. That should be a good game on paper. So, yeah. My pick?
Yep.
Oh, goodness. This could have been my other upset pick too, because I really feel like the Colts might take them. Like, the Bucks lost to the Washington football team. Yeah, they beat the Giants, but
The Giants suck.
Yeah. Going up against a better Colts defense might be rough.
And Jonathan Taylor can't be stopped, man.
I'll go with the Colts. Why not?
You going with the Colts?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go against you.
Oh,
I'm gonna take the Bucks. I think the Colts kind of get smacked down by a team that's really damn good.
They get humbled.
A little bit. And here's our other scintillating game.
Oh, there you go. Now it's up. Now it's here.
The Texans and the Jets.
Both with only 2 wins.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's horrible.
Let's fight for the second pick in the draft.
I think they said Zach Wilson's going to start for the Jets, so he's coming back.
Joe Flacco actually looked good. He didn't look terrible. He didn't look as old and beat down as I thought he would.
Yeah.
The Dolphins the Jets defense couldn't stop Tua. Like, if they had gotten that stop on the end, the Jets would have won.
Yeah.
My pick?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I'm going to take the Texans. They beat the Titans. They actually beat a good team. And their defense actually looked pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Texans as well. Yeah. I think they got some momentum with beating the Texans at least. The Jets have no momentum whatsoever.
All right. Now we got a new divisional game going on. We got the 4th place Broncos versus the 2nd place Chargers. Not a big difference. It's 5-5 and 6-5. So
right.
It's a 1-game skid.
Gosh. I'm gonna go with the Chargers on this one.
Yeah, same here. I don't like to root for the Broncos.
By the way, just side note, F you, Eckler for the Chargers, running back for the Chargers. Like, screw you beyond all reason. I'm up by freaking 34 points in fantasy football. Up by 34 points. The guy that I was playing against only had Eckler left for the Monday night game, or no, Sunday night game, the Sunday night game. And Eckler gets him 36 points, and I lose. 36 effing points.
At least you didn't have Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor had 49 points in our league.
Yeah. Well,
49.
Yeah, but you know that at least ahead of time, because he played the early game.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, oh, yeah, I'm up by 40 points, and all they have left is Jonathan Taylor. No, like, that was
Right.
BS. And I'm probably not going to make the playoffs. And then freaking your division has 4 people tied for first, all with 7-4 records.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I
ridiculous.
think I'm still in first, though.
Because of points.
Not just because of points, because I beat the other 2 that were 7-4.
Yeah, that might be the reason, too.
Yeah. Come at me, Mel.
Oh, gosh.
I'm not taking it this year. I'm taking it. I've been taking it the last few weeks, though. Gosh. Lost to you by 1 point.
Well, hey, I needed the wins.
Because it's stupid. Matt Stafford in garbage time. Come on.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was up by what, 6 points?
Something
Yeah, I was
like
up.
that.
I was up on you by 6 points. Stafford marches down in garbage time, losing the game, throws for like 70 yards and a freaking touchdown, and beats me by 1 point. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Hey, at least we weren't up by freaking 34 points.
And lose to Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
All right. So next game up is actually going to be a tough one. You got the San Francisco 49ers, who are on a 2-game win streak against the Rams and the Jaguars, against the team that just beat the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. Or no, were they in Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Yeah, they were in Minnesota because
Yeah.
everybody was chanting Skull.
Yeah.
So your pick?
Already.
No, you picked the Chargers.
Oh, there you
So
go.
that is
So
my
your
pick. I think the Vikings are actually going to take this game. I think they're going to shut down Jimmy G. I think they're going to do good. They actually have a really strong defense. And I don't think that any of the 49ers receivers are fast enough to get around the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the Vikings defense, but Cousins has been on fire here the last couple games. Justin Jefferson is looking like a monster. So I'm going to go with the Vikings. Like, I feel like no one's been able to stop Justin Jefferson here lately. So,
All right. Now we got a really tough afternoon game for your team. We got 7-3 Rams, 8-3 Packers. Packers coming off a tough loss. I think that's the first time in Aaron Rodgers' career that he threw for over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, and lost.
yeah, I was going to say, I still lost the game.
Yeah. Like he had a perfect quarterback rating and lost.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't happen.
It's hard to do. So my pick.
Yep.
Right. So I mean, I never go against my team, so I'm picking the Rams. I'm hoping coming off the bye week, there's rest and able to get their crap together, get more of a connection with Odell, and I want to see Odell blow it up this game and really contribute and show why we decided to pick him up. So
There's a funny joke after the first game. Said Odell already asking for a trade.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Odell was wishing he would have went with the Packers because the Packers had won their game or whatever. This was before they lost to the Vikings. So
Yeah.
yeah, I saw that too. I was just like, man, giving them crap already after one game. I mean, you gotta build some chemistry, you gotta get on the same page with some stuff. Learn the playbook a little bit better.
I mean, his choices are Aaron Rodgers or Matt Stafford. They're both damn good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Like,
So we'll see. Like I said, I can never go against my team. I'm always gonna pick them, but this is gonna be a rough game. It's gonna be hard.
I'm gonna go against your team because it's my wife's team. And maybe she'll touch my pee-pee.
Especially if they win.
I'm picking the Packers. All right, next up, we got. Dude, you need to get your lock in. You don't have your lock yet.
Oh yeah, I guess I haven't done
You
that.
only got 2 games left, and they're not good games.
We have to rewind and be like, hey, one of these other games.
So you got the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And it's my pick.
Ah.
I'm going to take the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Ravens as well. The Browns like barely beating whoever they played. They can't remember who they played. But the Browns like barely won.
I'm going to be honest. You probably want to take this one as your lock over the next game because this is a Sunday night game. The next game's a Monday night game, and you really don't want to take a lock on that team on either one of them.
Fair enough. So yeah, I guess I'll take the lock on the Ravens.
If you disagree with me, you can change your lock to this game.
Oh, I'm sure I probably agree with you. So because I can't even remember who's playing.
The Monday night game is the Washington football team versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh gosh.
You're welcome.
Gosh.
You get to pick.
Oof. I'm gonna go with the Washington football team because the Seattle Seahawks have been looking like freaking garbage, man. They've been looking awful. Wilson has just been playing awful ever since the finger injury. So yeah, gonna go with the Washington football team.
I'm doing the same. I'm going with Washington.
There's probably another game that I just glanced over that I probably could have put as a lock, but I wasn't even like thinking about it because normally I'm like looking at records and it helps me like remember, but I didn't look at records.
Well, normally you're in this seat, not there, so
yeah. So hopefully Ravens can help me out and help out with the lock there. So, all right, cool. Well, those are our picks of the week. We got our gobbler picks in, so we'll see how tomorrow's games go. I'm excited to watch them. I don't care if they're crappy games or crappy teams. Like it's Thanksgiving and it's football, so I'm excited.
Yay, football! Sports harder.
Yeah. That'll be a lot of fun. We always watch the parade. That's kind of me and Mel's tradition. So we'll watch the parade. Then we'll of course watch the game. So luckily she doesn't have to worry about cooking a lot. She's only got to cook 2 things to bring to her parents' house. So that'll be good. Help her have the day off. I mean, we already had our Thanksgiving food anyways for ourselves earlier. So, but happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Anyone who's traveling, of course, be safe and, car, plane, whatever it may be, just be safe. Have fun with your family and your friends. Enjoy the time. As the holiday is, think about what you're thankful for. Let those people know that you're thankful for them. That's always a good idea. You never know when you're not going to have them anymore.
I'm thankful for you, buddy.
Thank you. I'm thankful for you as well. This holiday always just makes me think of my dad. I don't know why. He wasn't really big into Thanksgiving, but not having him anymore, makes me realize that, I should have been thankful for him when I had him around. So,
makes me think of my grandmother.
Yeah.
She was a terrible cook.
Usually grandmas are good cooks, so.
But she tried.
She tried. There you go.
We always had a huge family meal on Thanksgiving. So
there you go. Awesome. So yeah, think of loved ones. Like I said, let them know that you're thankful for them. Think of ones in the past, anything like that. But as always, we're thankful for you and listens and views on YouTube. So check us out on YouTube. Listen on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, all the major podcast places. You can find them anywhere. As always, we end with our hashtag Earl Thomas. Still not signed.
I don't think we should end with that.
No?
We should give him a little break just because it's Thanksgiving.
Because it's Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Let's give him just a break this week.
Okay.
Next week we're back at it.
We're
sign
back
a contract and retire. Like
do something.
Do something.
We're like the only ones that like cover this story. Like no one else ever brings it up. Like, which is kind of funny. Like,
he's just out of the spotlight now.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I need to look to see if he officially retired, and we just didn't know. Like,
let me look.
Just to see what's going on. So we'll end it with while he's looking this up, hashtag Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll put that in our Facebook group, in our Facebook stuff, and everywhere that we post our podcast, we'll put hashtag Happy Thanksgiving for that. So will Earl Thomas ever play in the NFL again? That's what the article is titled.
He last played in 2019 with the Baltimore Ravens. On August 21st, 2020, he got in a fight with his very own teammate, Chuck Clark. While it's unclear if he'll play again or not in the NFL, there are teams that had interest in him in the past. The Cowboys and Texans were both involved in the rumors. But he is still technically a free agent.
Wow. That's
Like,
wow.
Just retire, dude.
Or at least just go to the Cowboys.
It's
like
been a year.
2 years, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
2 years.
Well, in 2020, he actually was at practice. He was in camp, and that's when he got in a fight.
Oh, okay.
So he was still technically on a team. He just hasn't played since 2019.
Yeah. So crazy. Well, as always, we will catch you guys next week. We'll have next week's episode to go over everything. We'll get ready for the holidays. No, will it be December by then?
What,
I
our
can't
next
remember.
one?
Yeah.
Next.
It'll be the
Friday.
first, right?
It's 30 days, right? Yeah, it'll be the first.
Yeah. So.
December 1st. This is our last podcast in November, guys.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, and we'll begin into the holidays, and then.
Dude, Halloween was like 3 days ago. What the hell happened? Now we're eating turkey?
Yeah, I know. Boom. So we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And until then, we will catch you guys on the flip side.
Later. Peace.